I'm from Atlanta and my family is from Panama, you know, and I live with them now. And I was excited about being Panamanian because for breakfast yesterday, we had rice and peas, chicken, macaroni and cheese with some fried plantains. I was like, Panamanian, I'm Panamanian. She served that same thing for lunch and dinner. I was like, oh no. I'm gonna have to go back to being American real quick. You know, cause I can't gain that weight. That's all carbs. So I'm like, what are greens at? You know? And I stay in the gym working out. I gotta keep a flat stomach because I got small titties. Having small titties is a handicap. You know, cause I lose everything a woman should be able to keep in their breast. Money, ID, credit cards, self-esteem. I'm like, wait a second. I don't even feel good about these. So then, you know, we compensate. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just feel good about my hair. You know? Natural hair. I see a lot of women wearing their natural hair, so I'm like, I'm going to be proud of it. You know, because natural hair is supposed to be your glory. It's supposed to represent who you are. Say something about yourself. And I thought about it and I said, you know what? My hair does that. It says recession. Don't nobody do this. You know, ain't no specific regimen. It's strictly done by me for free. Because I don't have no money. I just graduated too. I'm like, where we gonna work? I don't have no money. I'm like, what is this about? Can I get some money? I knew things was rough when I only had a week's worth of clothes left. I'm like, oh, snaps. So every week, technically, I look like last week. So the worst thing anybody could say to me right now is you look familiar. I might just hit you, for real. I knew things was getting rough though when I was in church and I felt that pressure to pay offering. I'm like, oh, snaps. And they pick it up before the sermon too. The usher came up to me, I'm like, look, ma'am, I'ma really need you to come back after the sermon. I gotta make sure I'm getting my money's worth. I'm gonna need to get saved or something, for real. It's just that, you know, Jesus gonna have to earn this 50 cents just to keep it real. But even though I don't have no money, I don't like that word broke. I don't like that word broke. I said, if anything, call me financially disabled. Because in college, I was dealing with things like I had the peanut butter, but I ain't had the jelly. I had the crackers, I ain't had the cheese. I had the cereal, but I ain't had the milk. But I made progress in life. I got a car, no gas, microwave, no electricity, TV, no cable. But it's progress. Financially disabled. Check me out. I think the worst thing, though, about not having money is that broke friend. This one, everybody get quiet. Y'all out with that broke friend now. I understand. You with that broke friend right now. I'm talking about that broke friend who texts you, talking about, you proud of me? I'm like, for what? I paid you back. Then I loaned this broke friend $6. She want to come pay me back $2 bills, 8 quarters, 12 dimes, 10 nickels, a 50-cent coupon off ramen noodles. I'm like, wait a second. You still missing 10 cents, boo? What is this about? Hey. Life don't get better though, man. I'm telling you, I'm looking for somewhere to work. I'm a recent graduate. And like everybody, thank you. Thank you. I'm looking for a job, but New York don't care about my degree. They want me to be all passionate, focused, and dedicated to be a dishwasher. I'm like, wait a second. Do I have to dress up for this interview? Like, could you imagine going on a prestigious interview to be a dishwasher? They ask you questions like, so tell me about yourself. You gotta answer like this. Well, I've been washing dishes all my life. They like, did you go to school? Only in between washing dishes. So where do you see yourself in 5 years? Washing dishes. Because I want this job right now. Y'all, I got so desperate, I was on Craigslist applying to be a trilingual receptionist. I told the lady I speak 3 languages. English, Spanglish, and Hoodish. She didn't understand. I said, for English, press the 1. Para Espanol, press the numero dos. And for hood, hit the 3, shawty, because it's really about to happen up in this job. Nah, man, because I graduated, I feel like I just want to go back to school. I'm begging financial aid. Just take me back. I'll pay for it, you know? I made some bad decisions in college. What was I thinking? I studied, went to class, graduated on time. Who told me? I led my family into believing I was going to be successful. They thought I was going somewhere. I went straight to my grandma's house, working 3 and 4 jobs, pursuing to be a comedian. They like, is that the joke? Please tell me that's the joke. That's the punchline, right? I'm like, nah, but if I was, I need to go back to school because this is how I would do things, you know? Change my major a few times, take a couple semesters off, have a few abortions, maybe keep the last one. I'm just saying, me walking across the stage with little Kiki might be proud. They might be proud, right? Family getting saved at my graduation like, never would have made it. Never could have made it. But walking with Kiki would have had her cap and gown on. We doing it. What is going on, man? This postgraduate life is serious. I called my homeboy up. I'm like, yeah, so what you doing? How your postgraduate life? He's like, yeah, I'm working at Pep Boys. I'm like, with a finance degree? Is that corporate? He's like, nah, but if you need oil change, come on. My other homie talking about he a nanny. I wasn't even gonna ask no more questions. I'm like, do you, dog? Do you? But he gonna try to validate his life. You know, man, I ain't never changed no diaper before, but it's something to get adjust to. I'm like, so how you get this job? He's like, yeah, my baby mom's got pregnant. I'm like, wait a second. That is not a family business. Give it up. We get desperate around here, man. But ladies, I know y'all gonna feel me on this. At this time, I feel like it's just as hard as finding a job as finding a man. If you come across something good, you gotta ask what's wrong with it. I'm serious, because you get a job, the location is good, the appearance is good, the pay is good. They only want you to work an hour a day. Wait a second. You meet a new man, his mannerisms good, his goals ain't checked, he even look nice, but he only lasts a minute a day. I'm like, wait a second. Clearly, we just gonna have to compensate for something. This is not gonna work. Man, it's rough, man. But I'm glad it's getting cold. I don't know about y'all, but this heat was pretty traumatizing to me. Anybody else? And in Brooklyn, I live in Brooklyn now. We don't have no AC, so I was really in bed considering death. Like, just take me now. I was just playing. I don't want life. I was just playing. Because every time I stepped outside, I had a flashback of my mother beating me. I stepped outside, I heard a voice like, don't move. Take it like a woman. Stay still. I'm like, wait a second. What is this about? Because she was that type of woman. I don't know. I see some moms in here, but my mom, her threats was worse than her beatings. She didn't get those little cute threats like, stop crying, I'll give you something to cry about. Or I brought you into this world and I'll take you out. That's cute. My mother said lethal things. My mother would be like, I will annihilate, demolish, and destroy your existence in this universe. I'm like, y'all laughing? That ain't funny. Y'all some thugs. Just imagine being 13 on the phone with your boyfriend past curfew, kikiing it up. You like, Jerry, you hang up. You hang up first, boo. And somebody pick up on 3-way talking about, I will annihilate, demolish, and destroy your existence in this universe. Jared over here apologizing, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I'm like, should I tell him this is my mother? I couldn't stand my mother. For real, she used to tell me those little contradicting things. Stay in a child's place. I know y'all, you say that to your kids, don't you? Stay in a child's place. You ain't grown. I'm like, ain't this house in